Good day, viewers. It's another episode on the Campus Post. I still remain your humble host, Mr. Teleco. I have somebody with me here, somebody who is very anxious of what life holds after school. Now, who is he talking about? So, welcome to the studio. Okay, now, please, can you briefly introduce yourself?
Okay, my name is Victor Namani. I'm a student of mechanical engineering, final year at the Federal University of Technology. I'm also, by the special grace of God, the convener for After School What Next 2020.
Okay, after school, what next? 2026 edition, live here at Federal University of Technology. So, if I may ask, what came to your mind? What was that inspiration that came to your mind, and you decided to make the move you are making, or basically, yes, you are making?
Okay, now the truth is, After School What Next as a program, as an event, has always been, and we are currently on the 11th edition. This edition is Secure the Bag. So, to answer your question, what actually prompted it? Not necessarily that it was I came up with the idea. It's something that has been existing. This year now, I happen to be the convener, and the vision for this year, we've looked around Tuto community, we've looked around our graduates, our recent graduates, and we've discovered that even finalists, some of them are still not very clear on what to expect after. So what did we do? We planned a program, just like we've always been having after school what next editions. We planned that this year we are going to answer those questions that are around what to expect in life after school. Not just for you to, be in final year and then wait until you're done with school before you decide. No, you need to start deciding while you're in school.
So now, this edition is the 11th one, right?
Yes, it is the
Now,
11th edition.
how did you came to the light of being the convener? Like, how did you come into the light of being the convener?
Okay, how did I become the convener, or what was my previous track record, or what
Yeah,
has been my
something like that.
experience that led to? Okay, now this program here, brand As1 After School What Next, comes from the chaplaincy here in Puto, that is St. Thomas
Which-
Aquinas Catholic Chaplaincy,
Okay, that is
STAC, popularly known as STAC. So now I happen to be affiliated to STAC in such a way that the Catholic student body, I was the president in my 300 level. So now, when we got to final year, and as we are in final year now, while we are, because it's the final year set that plans this program, this yearly program. So when the consideration of chairmanship, or should I say the convenership, was decided, they looked at my track record, and they considered, okay, how about we give it to this guy? So not necessarily because I was okay, I've done some things in STAC, but it's because of that zeal I have also to answer that question for students. That's why I took up.
looking at you. Yours look very serious. Do you have? Do you partake in extracurricular activities?
Okay, do I actually? Well, that's a very good question, and yes, I do partake in some
So
extracurricular.
what do you do?
Okay, first of all, I I do a lot of
You and a lot. What do you do?
what do I?
Two things.
I'm trying to pinpoint, okay, the top three. Now let's say, okay, extracurricular. I'm into, like I mentioned, NFCS now, the Federation of Catholic Students.
Okay.
So I'm an active member there.
Okay.
So we have this body. The body exists within Futo, Owerri, and even beyond.
What do you do?
So we organize um, conventions for students around topics of faith, the Catholic faith. But answering your question, extracurricular. First, let me not sell
You
us
have
so
not said
much
what
on
you have not said what I want to hear. You
what
have
do you
not
want.
said
Okay,
what else aside academics, seminars, convention, you get what else do you do to stress off yourself or to ease yourself off the stress as a student because you're
Okay.
still a student.
Okay.
So what do you do? Do you go for swimming? Do you party like that's what I want to hear before we continue.
okay. So, I eat. I eat. That's what I do. If it counts as an extracurricular.
Oh,
But yeah, I understand your, okay. How do I relieve stress?
yes, okay. How do
I
you-
play chess. I meet with friends. I attend
sports.
sports. Yes,
That's what I want to
sports.
hear. Okay, now, back to what we were discussing. So,
Yeah.
me, I eat tea, so don't be only you. Now, this brings us to before the main event, the digital career workshop
Yes.
that will be holding on the 1st of July
Yeah.
2026. Now, before the event, you guys are actually planning a whole lot. Now, coming up, students seeing or attendees seeing digital workshop, like what came about it, and what are you trying to portray before that main event? Because I think you have a lot you don't want to say.
Okay. Okay, guys, here is it. As one as a brand, and this year's edition, our edition is Secure the Bag. So I know we are a good number of us are Gen Z. So when I say secure the bag, what first comes to your mind? It's
Money.
money, exactly. Money. So
And
now,
you guys should expect that many people have started asking,
so
are they going to share money?
let me express it this way.
Yeah, I need that money.
That workshop, that digital career workshop, is a skill to a skill to financial opportunities gap blueprint. So it's like you know that there are some skills that you may have heard about it, but now we're bringing on speakers that are actually earning from these skills. We're bringing on speakers to, uh, especially student speakers that have this. You are not looking at people outside; these are your fellow students as well.
Now, these speakers now, how did you come about them? Like out of so many persons, because you will not tell me that the guy that will handle graphic designing
Yes.
is the only graphic designer or
Yes.
good graphic designer in this school. How were they picked?
Okay, they were picked from their track record. Okay, now the graphic designer you mentioned, for instance, he happened to be the media team lead that is design team lead rather for the last edition of TEDx. So
Okay.
and he delivered a very wonderful job. So him and a whole lot of other speakers that were selected. So they were carefully selected.
So now, are you trying to tell us now that As One is going to do better than TEDx people? So that I can actually hold you by your word.
Okay. As one, yeah. Will I say we are trying to draw on what TEDx have already done because TEDx delivered.
TEDx did a lot too.
They did a whole lot.
They did a whole lot, and some persons I know.
Now
some
I
beneficiaries.
also volunteered for TEDx, so it's like I was in the system in the whole planning to
That
know
means-
like.
Wait,
what was
TEDx, that means you're stealing the idea now.
Not necessarily. No. TEDx exists.
TEDx, if you're watching this, this guy don't steal an idea.
It just happened to fortunately I saw the vision of TEDx and I saw the vision of As One as well. So TEDx delivered a wonderful job. So but what we are doing is not 100% like TEDx.
Okay, that means you will not tell me there's no 1, 2, 3 things you picked.
I mean, of
I want
course, you learn from experience of other events. So that is why I volunteered to also get
I've confirmed he's not stealing your ideas. Okay, now I'm actually happy for how they plan it. So many of our finalists, most of them they're actually confused at this stage. Like they are confused as a 100 level student. Me personally, don't forget my level, but I'm actually confused. Yeah. So now after school, what next? Secure the bag. Are you going to share money?
Let me defend it. Are we going to share money? Please don't be misguided. We're not sharing bundles of cash. We don't expect cash. We're not spraying money. This is not like a flashy night party where it's like some Dorime boys to come out. So, but the idea is you have that opportunity to learn from top-notch speakers, right? And not just that, there is the opportunity network. And to answer that question of what will the average Nigerian students coming for this event, why would they consider it? When you think about the opportunities that some of us, because the access we have to information is limited. If you think about traveling abroad, for instance, the average Nigerian students may not have a perfect picture, a perfect plan on how to go about something like grabbing opportunities to travel abroad. Yeah.
After what's next?
Yeah.
So summarize. At the end of the day, what do you think I'm going home?
Okay, I guarantee you, I'm going to point out 3 things that attendees will get, or should I say the benefits. Now, the first one is because of As One as the name is, you are getting strategic positioning for real life after school. So you are getting answers to those questions, like strategic.
So now, if I want to be a policeman now, so I'm getting positioned strategically positioned in my policing.
If that is the real life opportunity you want to consider, you understand? And yes, okay, financial opportunity. So we break some certain myths around, how to get, how to actually make money after school. And not just money. See, we've said a lot. We've said money, money, money. And some persons may feel, what if I'm not interested in money? Actually, what we have on board and the level of speakers we have, we're not just looking at, the financial aspect. Although finance is a major thing, but the real question is, as a student, you are going to come to that point, that stage in your life where you're no longer having the shield of, oh, I'm a student. You are facing real life. How prepared are you? What if your degree doesn't immediately give you access to opportunities? So what are we doing with us one? We're answering that question.
So now, after school, what's next? Many graduates or final year students at the state, most of them up to now have not gotten their, like, they don't know where they are standing. So it just come up stress, school, wanna just do, fine, we write my final exams and disappear. Maybe I'll get married or do anything. Now, to people thinking like this, just leave them with one statement. They say I'm the one thinking like this, but I don't know this country. Like there's no hope. You get, so just leave me with one sentence or statement that after coming to this event and I'm actually serious for change, what will happen to me? Hmm. Tough question.
Tough question, actually. The
Okay.
truth is, if you are thinking of life after school, if you're started thinking about life after school, the question is, what has your thinking, what answers have you provided so far? So let's say you started thinking about, okay, what will life after school be like? You started thinking about it from your 100 level, and you compare your 100 level to now, it's like you still have not figured out the answer to that question. And even as you develop, as you pass through school, you pass through every level, and with the way things are, the way the world is now, it's like you still have not figured out or developed a plan or a strategy. It means there's still something missing. There's still a gap that needs to be filled. There's still a message that if you hear it from other persons that are actually doing well after school, if you hear it from people that have been where you are right now, maybe as a finalist or as an undergraduate, if you learn from them, if you listen to them, share their stories, communicate their ideas, communicate in fact, their visions for even what they want to do in the future, you see that you're not left to ponder that question alone. You'll be in a space where that question is discussed, where it is answered openly and honestly.
Can you tell them something so that their head will get off that that thinking?
Just
Because,
the certificate.
yeah, just the certificate, no
Yeah.
concern me.
No concern.
So just can you actually tell them something? Not in the aspect of your events.
Yes.
So you're in final year already. So let's say
See, I will tell you that if you at this point all you're banking on is your certificate, you just need to have a very solid reason why, or either you have some kind of backing where it's
if
like
Papa don't get money, they don't get anything.
So now that is the idea now. That is the challenge. Where it's like if you don't have that immediate job opportunity that is perhaps waiting for you, where it's like that once you're done with school, the day you're signing out, maybe they are moving you to that place. Of which I would say 80 to 90% of undergraduates are not like that. And the more we continue to work with that mindset that, oh, all I need is my degree, you will see that you'll be stunted. You will miss out on the things that you can achieve, assuming you put yourself out there to learn skills, to build relationships. And I believe something like relationships also matter while in school. So if all you're focused on as a student is, let me get this degree, you're in final year, let me get my certificate and be done, I'll tell you for a fact you're missing out. But a lot of other persons might be pursuing the two, having the degree and also building their skills. So if they come to the real world, you see that somebody that has a degree and also has a bucket of skills and relationships will do
will
what?
actually lead a chat.
Actually lead. Exactly.
Okay. I'm not supposed to say this. I'm not supposed to be the one saying this, but it's actually crazy. Most of us are things that way. Is that now I'm still undergraduate and seriously speaking, I'm still trying to do everything possible to get my legs, to find where my legs should stand before I graduate. And for you guys already in finally, but man, a whole lot of persons are looking up to you guys. You get. So change. Come to Aswan. Aswaj.
Yeah, don't do that.
Come to Aswan and learn a lot. You get. So it was um a nice moment with you, and I
Thank you very
appreciate
much.
you for you know being here and speaking out. So even before the event, I watching this video later. Let's say I did not participate in this podcast. I think I've started learning a whole lot. For those that want to learn, it's actually the end of the podcast session for today. Please like, comment, and share. I still remain your humble host, Mr. Telecom. Don't forget to get your ticket for Aswan, not Aswaji.